Today we're talking about the White Wolf, both the MCU and Marvel Comics versions. They're pretty different, so let's break it down, and also how all this ends up giving Bucky a much-needed costume. First up is the comic version. Hunter, the adopted brother of King T'Challa. He leads Wakanda's secret police, the Hatut Zeraze, and is a skilled tracker, which is how he got the nickname White Wolf. His story starts when a plane crashes in Wakanda, leaving behind a lone survivor, a white infant boy. A local couple finds him, but while the husband wants nothing to do with him, the wife insists on keeping him. They bring the baby to King T'Chaka, who surprises everyone by adopting him and naming him Hunter. The kid grows up as a Wakandan prince, training in combat and hunting with his father. By the age of 6, he's already a master fighter. Things get complicated when T'Chaka's wife, Naomi, dies giving birth to T'Challa. Hunter resents his new brother and soon realizes that T'Challa is their father's clear favorite and the future king. Feeling like an outsider, Hunter finds an ally in Ramonda, T'Chaka's new wife, who understands his struggle. As an adult, Hunter earns his father's trust and is put in charge of the Hatut Zeraze, Wakanda's elite secret police. That's when he officially takes on the name White Wolf. As the White Wolf, Hunter wears a vibranium weave suit that makes him bulletproof by absorbing kinetic energy. His gloves have claws for climbing, and his boots contain vibranium pads that let him do some insane stuff, like running up walls, landing from crazy heights without a scratch, walking on water, and even cutting through metal. His suit also has cloaking tech, making it look like regular clothes. When needed, he's not afraid to use heavy firepower like machine guns or a sniper rifle. But despite all his power, Hunter caused more harm than good. As the leader of the Hatut Zeraze, he carried out brutal missions, leading T'Challa to shut the group down. Things got even worse when Ulysses Claw invaded Wakanda for its vibranium and killed T'Chaka, putting T'Challa on the throne. Hunter, a die-hard Wakandan loyalist, didn't think T'Challa was fit to rule and started plotting a coup. One of his own men, Derek Kanata, tipped off T'Challa, who had Hunter locked up, and disbanded the Hatut Zeraze for good. Hunter spent years locked up until the villain Achibi staged a coup while T'Challa was distracted. Achibi freed Hunter and the remaining Hatut Zeraze, hoping to keep T'Challa occupied. Hunter chased T'Challa through Manhattan, trying to push him into ordering Achibi's assassination, but T'Challa refused to acknowledge the Hatut Zeraze as a legitimate force. Once Achibi was overthrown, T'Challa threw Hunter back in his cell, though he didn't stay there for long. Everett K. Ross, acting as Wakanda's regent, freed him, hoping Hunter could help take down Eric Killmonger, who had claimed the Black Panther title. But before Hunter could get involved, Killmonger fell into a coma after failing to handle the heart-shaped herb. Still on the loose, Hunter revived Ulysses Claw and tricked him into attacking a U.S. ship, framing Wakanda for the assault. Hunter thought this would force T'Challa to step up as a leader or fail and be replaced. But Claw quickly abandoned their partnership and got taken down by T'Challa anyway. Hunter eventually discovered that X-Con, an underground network of intelligence agencies, had backed Achibi's coup and gotten hold of King Solomon's brass frogs, powerful time-manipulating artifacts. Using them, X-Con summoned future versions of Canada's Prime Minister and the U.S. President, brainwashing them into serving their cause. Hunter took matters into his own hands, eliminating the X-Con leaders and hijacking their operation. However, his plan fell apart when Iron Man, T'Challa, and Canada's Alpha Flight joined forces to stop him, sending the future leaders back to their rightful timeline. Not long after, T'Challa stepped down as Black Panther due to a brain aneurysm. Around the same time, an NYPD officer named Kevin Kasper Cole started wearing the Black Panther suit in Manhattan. Seeing an opportunity, Hunter approached Cole, supplying him with weapons, vehicles, and intel, hoping he'd eventually flush out T'Challa. Cole did find T'Challa, but struggled between Hunter's influence and T'Challa's guidance. In the end, he chose T'Challa as his mentor, and Hunter backed off. Things took a darker turn when T'Challa abdicated the throne, destroyed the world's vibranium reserves, and left Wakanda. Determined to lure him back, Hunter resorted to murdering women, forcing T'Challa to intervene. With the help of the NYPD and Sophia, Girl Wonder, T'Challa set a trap. The two had a final confrontation, ending with T'Challa defeating Hunter and handing him over to the authorities, making it clear that both Wakanda and his family had cut ties with him for good. Now let's talk about the MCU's White Wolf. Marvel has been hinting at Bucky Barnes taking on the White Wolf mantle for years, and it's about time they actually commit to it, complete with a proper superhero suit. It's been 7 years since they first introduced the idea, and yet Bucky still hasn't gotten an official White Wolf look. I'm definitely excited to see Bucky return in Thunderbolts in 2025, but I still can't believe he hasn't been given a real superhero costume. Sebastian Stan has played Bucky since Captain America: The First Avenger in 2011, and he's become a fan favorite. With Thunderbolts marking his first big adventure without Captain America, it feels like the perfect moment for him to fully step into his own as a superhero. In the movie, Bucky will join forces with 5 other reformed villains and anti-heroes, seemingly to take on Lewis Pullman's Bob, who is almost certainly the Sentry, along with the dark entity known as the Void. He'll also be leading the Thunderbolts alongside Yelena Belova, which is a great progression for his character. But beyond that, I really hope Marvel finally delivers on something I've been waiting for, giving Bucky a full-fledged White Wolf transformation. Bucky is the only Thunderbolt without a superhero suit, and honestly, it stands out. The Thunderbolts trailer shows him going up against the Void in regular clothes, while the rest of the team gets fresh, upgraded costumes. Every other Thunderbolt has an updated suit that fits the movie's gritty, grounded style, but not Bucky. Aside from his vibranium arm, he doesn't really have a superhero look, which feels like a missed opportunity. Sure, Bucky has a more comic-accurate outfit back when he was the Winter Soldier, but that was during his Hydra assassin days. It makes sense that he wouldn't want to revisit that era, but he deserves a new suit that reflects who he is now. Yelena, Red Guardian, Ghost, US Agent, and Taskmaster all got new outfits for Thunderbolts, so why not Bucky? Since this is the perfect opportunity for Bucky to embrace his White Wolf identity, he deserves a major costume upgrade. Watching him fight the Void in a t-shirt and casual pants, while the rest of the Thunderbolts are decked out in specialized armor, would be a missed opportunity. After nearly 15 years in the MCU, it's time for Bucky to get his own superhero suit, one that reflects his new identity. If Thunderbolts finally delivers on that, it'll make his return even more exciting. That's all for today. Do you think Bucky will finally get his White Wolf suit in Thunderbolts, or will Marvel keep him in regular clothes? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on upcoming movies and series. See you next time.